Alright. Hello everyone. Bit late, well, half an hour late almost. But here we are. 2.5 story, let's go. Oh, Dr. Ratio. What do you want? Testing Divergent Universe, Human Comedy. Compile a new branch of data as an iterative sample for this version of the Divergent Universe. Ooh, new universe? I did not watch the 2.5 update live stream, so I don't really know what's like all the new stuff is. Who are you? Heard absolutely nothing. I also haven't really seen anything from YouTube or Twitter. Thinks highly of you. He does, Mr. Ratio. Alright. Okay, what do we got? Assignments first. I'm gonna pull for Kafka. Thank you. Free Jade's always nice. Activate this first. Oh, but this is the thing I heard of because I saw my brother playing. 3 banners just like that in just one patch. I actually quite like that. Because if this is how it's gonna from this if this is how it's gonna be from like here onwards, like 3 banners um each patch plus the other um limited character, that means we don't gotta wait like for even longer periods of time between like getting each banner, right? Since we're having 3 unique banners in every patch now, we don't gotta wait as long. Though that does mean you don't got as much of an opportunity to farm. And that I know that's gonna be especially bad if you want like multiple characters that are good that happen to appear in the same banner. Luckily for me, I only want Kafka. Don't really need Fei Xiao. Oh, Moses is here too. I've yet to see what you do. I want Kafka though. I've got a decent amount of pulls. I kind of want her light cone swap, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Oh, but first, ooh, Battle the Alliance, we offered a small gift on occasion, war dance ceremony. Oh, thank you. 1,000 jade, just like that, and a bunch of. Ooh, that's a lot of fuel. Flame. Luminary war dance. New divergent universe. That thing. I could farm for the jades here too. I heard Fei Xiao's like busted. I know she's like a follow-up attack, right? Allies attack and accumulate charge points for Fei Xiao to use her ultimate. And all allied attacks can trigger Fei Xiao's helpful. All allied attacks can trigger Fei Xiao's follow-up attack. Wait, that sounds so. That sounds stupid. That sounds incredibly busted. Accelerates movements during exploration and pulls enemies. Oh, that's the technique thing. The more enemies are dragged, the more damage it will deal. What are your weapons? Double swords? I know. Oh, you also. Oh, you also. You're like a combination of Yukong and what's her name? Jinglu's technique. Wait, you could be so helpful for like simulated universe, those adventure domains. And it lasts a long time too. It lasts a really long time. Like the domains with the barrels that you gotta destroy. You could just use Space Shuttle to just run through everything and just whack everything just like that. Whoa, wait. Oh, that's cool. I want to see a better look at your weapon. Her swords are like sabers, cutlasses. Oh, that's so cool. So I can pull them to the boss. Deals minor damage, yeah, just a basic. When damage to an enemy, additionally launches Talon's follow-up attack one time. Can ignore weakness type to reduce enemy toughness when the target is not weak. This person's face shot's weakness break efficiency increases. Single launches that thing. I'm assuming this is a follow-up attack. Or not. Oh, it is. Flying over. Yes. Okay. I'll just see. We learn as
I could take 10 of you.
we learn as we do stuff.
You go, master.
I venture forth to hunt. Forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
Step up, let's see ya.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Oh, that's a cool stance. Oh, they brought a second boss in. Just
Shine.
they knew she's too strong.
Yeah. Time to show you Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What's this? Awesome. Now watch this. Who invited you? Who will it be?
You're falling apart on your own.
They say she does a follow-up attack every time allies attacks. For every 2 attacks by allied targets, she gains flying areas. And she can activate ultimate when flying areas reaches 6 points. Oh, here it is. After teammates attack phase, she'll launch a follow-up attack against the primary target. Can only trigger once per turn. Okay.
I venture forth to forever triumphant.
Oh, I just realized there's 2 different ones. There's an E and a Q. They're both different. But what's the difference between them? Okay, she's cool. I'll see what Moss does next. After marking an enemy as prey, temporarily depart. Other prey's tech Moss launches follow-up attacks. Okay, so these guys are all about follow-up attacks. And you throw knives. Okay.
Feather stealth.
Oh, another stealth thing. Kind of like Sila's. Marks enemy as prey, deals likely damage to it, gains 9 points of charge. Deals likely damage to a single enemy, launches talents follow-up attacks. When prey exists on the battlefield, Moss will enter the depart state. Other allies attack prey. Moss deals lightning damage and consumes 1 charge point. For 3 points of charge consumed, then he does a follow-up attack. Okay.
Fight changes with changelessness.
Damn, got your back to them.
There's no time to lose.
Who will it be?
Everything's working.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Commencing support. Ready for another?
In the mood for another beating?
Who invited you? Enemy targets detected.
Oh, it counts down.
Enemy
Okay.
data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Time to reap. You cannot hide.
Scared yet?
Who will it be?
You're not that empty. What does it? Oh, that's okay. So you're not building up stacks. You. Okay, now I remember. Yeah, now I understand what it means. For him to actually do follow-up attacks, first I actually gotta, you know, unlock this thing by having him do his single target skill. And then that's just a countdown for every time someone does a follow-up attack.
That's all you got?
Everything is ordained.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. Who will it be?
Commencing ready for another?
Step up, let's see it.
Net markers activated.
Does ultimate
Time for a
also
good old
count?
counterattack.
Does it attack? Yes, it does.
Who invited you?
So you got 9 stacks. You are able to do it 3 times before you gotta do skill again. Okay. I'm not sure if that makes you. I think that just makes you SP neutral, because you get to attack 3 times without doing anything, but you don't generate any skill point at all because I gotta keep having you keep on skills. Alright, now Black Swan. This one we already know what does, so we'll just skip through as fast.
Make a wish.
This was just for Jades.
Everyone's a customer.
Ill tidings manifest.
Time for a shot. Nap time. I'm okay.
What do you want to know?
Flaysha's very tempting now,
Memories are beneath.
but I think I'm still gonna pull for Kafka because
Naughty child.
I already have a lot of follow-up attack characters. Clara, Yunli, blah blah blah. Dr. Ratio 2, and Topaz.
More business, eh?
I know Facial's like a really good hyper carry, but I already have an E2 Firefly, and if my Firefly was just an E0, then Facial would be tempting for me, but
Can we bring
now,
out the
but since
big
my
guns
Firefly is also like, you know,
What are you waiting for?
E2,
To protect my customers?
she already got like follow-up attacks and is able to do lots and lots of damage.
Destiny is apparent.
And also, I don't have good... I want to try making dot teams, because I never used DOT before. And there were like 2 cycles of the simulated universe, the newer one, I forgot what it's called, where the boss were like really focused on dot characters, and my dot teams I only have Luca, and I'm pretty sure Luca, Sampo, and yeah, I think that's all I got. No, I also have Gwynnifin. But without Kafka, they're still like super weak, you know. Kafka's like almost a a requirement for dot units to be definable. Okay, let's do this quick. Bang.
Here to crash the party? Keep up. Ready to lose your... You can fight it, or rock with it.
We're just having fun.
I wonder if Serval would actually be good to... No,
To betray my
I
customers,
don't know, she wouldn't.
I charge extra.
Since
Stay light
Kafka's...
breathing.
I was about to say if I should try building my
We're just having fun.
I literally just said your name. Serval. Yeah, that's your name.
Stand still.
I was about to say if I should build my
Time to
Serval,
say
so
bye.
they're like also good at doing dots, since I'm pretty sure she's like the only erudition character that like reliably still stacks DOT effects.
Let's rock.
But Kafka's already a lightning, so
This song's for you.
there we go. Terrestrial guide. Okay. Warp. How many of these do I have? 6. Oh, have I already? Yeah, I already did, didn't I? Yup. Okay. Nope. Oh, but March 7th Lycon, I actually needed that one. Nope. Asta. Also, could I please have one mouse just for the collection? Yes, thank you. I'm satisfied now. I don't think I'm gonna build him for a very long time. I just want him in my collection. I'm definitely not getting the Lycon. Another Asta, E6. Oh! Please. 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 Kafka, come on. No fucking bottom there, Bailu. Fucking E3 Bailu. I only have one temple left. Okay, I can farm for more jades this event, right? Nope, E2 Bailu.
The life of the videoterer is like a dream.
At least no Yanqing. I prefer E2 Bailu over Yanqing, I think.
Every star is a miracle. Every star is a miracle.
Oh my god. I also have Moz. Yippee. Okay, one more full. Nope. Man. And Luca.
Nice. Let's go.
Nameless Honor. And where's March? Where is it? There are. Alright, this is for Harmony characters. Damn. Wait, who was I supposed to put this on? I remember I was gonna put this on someone, but I forgot who. I'll find out later. Okay. Story time.
Hi, Club Quintet.
It's still early. Where to now?
Oh, hi, Yanqing.
I heard that little.
After the shackling prison break on the Scarskip Haven streets.
Seriously? When is this war dance going to start? The Sky Splitter has been hovering there for ages. When can we board and see what's inside?
Is this how long-life species
Oops,
live?
sorry.
Everything proceeds so slowly. The effectiveness of anticipation in my emotional center is at an
Okay, I'm back.
Relax.
Oh, I
The
didn't
round
read.
keeping-
Sorry. Alright. They want to go on Sky Splitter because War Dance is starting soon.
Commission will send boarding notices to all ticket holders. The Gazette said the Sky Splitter will fire a salute before the ceremony starts.
I saw the schedule for the first day of the tournament. Can you believe the Ringmaster accepted 4 challenges? And he's just a kid. So,
Oh, I
Who are
gotta
you
go
betting on,
again.
Bardo?
We'll see. Back again, and why is my PNG so tiny? There we go.
I'm betting on neither. I lost all my credits betting on Roboball games in Taikian. This time, I've decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target of getting rich.
Wait, I forgot. I don't think. Yeah, because last time we left off with Hoolay and like Jiaoqiu getting like, being taken as a hostage. They said that the shackling prison was cut off from communications with the outside world, so I don't think anyone knows yet, right? About what's going on in Hulay's escape.
War dance.
Remember, kids, gambling's bad. Sometimes, but also remember that 99% of gamblers quit before they make it big. A few more rolls won't hurt, kids. Who knows? Not too much rolls, but who knows? Just a few more. And hi, Obo. Oh, still, you're here. Wait. Also, you're still down in the shackling prison. I can't remember what happened last time. My memory's not great. I thought we were still stuck in the shackling prison, or did we, like, just got out at the end? Is that Mr. Streamer promoting Gamba? Well, I was pulling like just 6 minutes ago for Kapka. Only got Bailu though. E2 Bailu. Very unfortunate. I'm out pulls. Like 0 J's now.
I heard you and Mr. Dan Heng went to meet the judges, and then a riot broke out in the shackling prison. I was so worried
Oh,
about
Yanqing,
you.
it's way more than riot.
Thank goodness you both made it out safe.
There was a revolt in the shackling prison. Fortunately,
Oh,
we
a
were protected by the guards until the Cloud Knights arrived to
flashback,
rescue us.
okay. And yeah, I like that they're now giving like Stell and the Trailblazer like actual dialogue, like voice acted dialogues now. Much more. I mean, still like not as a lot, but way more than like before. Small Kafka, but instead of damage, she heals. Okay, I my Bailu. I actually don't mind getting an E2 Bailu. I would have been really like upset if I got a Yanqing though, because I still use a lot of like the standard banner characters, Mr. Yang, Himiko, Japard, Bailu. I still use all of them, but I don't think I will ever find like a placement in any of my teams for Yanqing. He's a hunt. He's a hunt character, and like not a very good hunt character. Like even Clara, like even though I have Yun Li now, which is arguably just Clara but better. Clara still helps in like, you know, the second team slot for MOC and stuff like that. If I still need like some, you know, monkey brain, just follow-up attacks, counter, let the enemies hit me kind of gameplay. And also with Bailu, I know her healing kind of sucks compared to like other characters because she doesn't have a cleanse, but she's very good in like my teams that are very like skill point heavy because my Bailu, I built her so I never use skills to heal with my Bailu. I only use ults, and I use that tree that 3-star Lycone, I forgot the name, that gives you a 40% advancement every time you use a basic attack. So she's just an SP generator for me, like my budget Sparkle. Plus her ulti is actually really good because it also gives your team the regeneration, like that heals them automatically when they get hit. Yes, and the worst thing about like Yanqing is it's like it's literally that one criteria in his skill set that all his soul sync with his swords, you know, the thing that gives him all the damage boosting stuff, all his soul sync gets reset if he takes damage. That's just so dumb. So it's like a guarantee that you need a shielder on top of like a healer maybe. And it has to be a good shielder first. And I think the only shielder who's like good for that is, well, who's his name? Aventurine, because Japard's um Japard's shield like relies on his ult, and that takes too long for him to constantly keep it uptime for Yanqing not to get hit. And also, March, the other shielder, her shield aggroes, and that's not something you want for Yanqing to put on Yanqing. Eventually, is literally the only shielder that could work with Yanqing, and even then, this kind of still sucks. Okay, back to the story. Oh yeah, what happened on your end, Yanqing? You were fighting Borsins, right? Yup. The disguised Borsins.
To see the Sky Splitter up close. but we stumbled upon a group of suspicious Foxians carrying official identities. They were acting strange, so out of curiosity, we decided to follow them. It turns out they were actually Borisin disguised as Foxians. It seems they infiltrated Stargazer Navalia in order to prepare for Hoolay's escape. And we foiled their plans by pure chance.
Well, you foiled that group's plans, but Hoolay
I wonder
did
who
escape.
provided them with those disguises. And how many more Borisin have taken advantage of the war dance to infiltrate the ship?
Oh, a lot of them. A lot of Borsins. I don't think we can trust any Foxian now.
Yeah, I heard them too. But I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I've already reported to General Jing Yuan that I'll give up my role as the ringmaster.
Fair enough, you know.
The security of the Luofu is more important to me than anything else. I need to fulfill my duties as a Cloud Knight Lieutenant before taking on the honor of being a ringmaster.
Yep.
Those tourists just want to see
Understandable.
some good sword fights. Anyone can participate in this kind of tournament. It doesn't have to be me. The real challenge lies beyond the ring on the Sky Splitter. If we don't capture the fugitives soon, Hoolay will wreak havoc. Obviously, there's someone behind the scenes orchestrating this prison break, intending to spread chaos. If we fail to thwart their evil plan, what honor will be left for us to uphold?
Well said.
Oh?
You may be tiny in stature,
Oh!
but your ambition
General
matches
Fishout.
that of the Jiaoqiu's warriors.
Hey, this has nothing to do with my height.
What brings you here, General?
Yes, I suggested to Yanqing that we find a place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
You still have a good appetite, even in the face of disaster. You truly are the Merlin's Claw. Please finish the food quickly so we can get to work, General Feixiao.
She said the
Well,
thing? The hunt?
not up to you. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Oh. Steamed buns.
Me? This isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and this is way too much for me.
Remember what Jiaoqiu said. Food's the best medicine. Bailu also said that.
You'd give
And I
me
agree with
time
both.
To enjoy a meal, but not yourself. Ever since you encountered those Borisin spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything. You can't defeat Hoolay on an empty stomach. Take your time. Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Hulay's whereabouts are still unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Jiaoqiu hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
Jiaoqiu always said I'm the most impatient person among
That's
the
right.
Knights.
Good to barb loads
And I
before
can't
strenuous
argue with it.
activities.
So, there's no reason for
Yeah,
you
Carb.
to be more anxious than me.
You need that energy, young man.
I've fought against Borisin abominations for years.
You're gonna be burning through
and
like
I know
tons of
their
calories
and cunning well.
fighting a big
The Borisin were
bad
clearly
wolf
well
and
prepared
his
for this
hordes
prison
of
break.
hordes
And now they
of
are
other
staying in the
smaller big bad
shadows.
wolves.
They have no reason to rush out into the open. When facing cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize the golden chance for a decisive blow. Once Hoolay loses his patience and reveals himself, that's when we'll strike.
But when will that time come?
Like I said, it's only one meal away.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the seat of Divine Foresight and oversee the Six Commission's affairs on the Luofu.
Stepping in as the temporary commanding officer. Oh, is it because just Yukong's away right now?
What is the situation at the shackling prison?
Hoolay made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established contact with the staff inside. The good news is the two nameless who were trapped in the shackling prison are safe and sound.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation, but I'm relieved that she and Dan Heng are safe.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Jiaoqiu. The Borisin have likely taken him hostage. Don't worry, Yuko. Fei Shao is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you know how capable she is.
I have no doubt about General Fei Shao's capabilities, General Hua Yan. I'm more concerned about the wardens.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think they can afford to. I mean, they should cancel it technically, but Jing-Won hosted the war dance to show that, like, the Shanzhou's still, well, the Luofu's still going strong even after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. And, like, if this thing gets, like, ruined, Top Brass ain't gonna like Jingwen very, very much at all.
According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours.
Oh, that's soon?
The Sky Splitter will be activated, and all visitors will board the ship to watch the contest. But now, with Hulay's whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
Okay, maybe you should cancel it. I thought the war dance was like something that's like one of those week celebrations that takes weeks and stuff like that. Yes.
March
Can't
was
you
right,
reschedule?
Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the shackling prison is beyond formidable. In case anything goes wrong.
So, Yun-Li, what do you think we should do?
Well, I believe we should declare martial law and allocate manpower to search for the escaped prisoners. And as for the war dance, it's better to announce an indefinite delay for now.
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately solid plans rarely get a chance to be implemented. I believe there are at least 2 parties who won't accept your approach.
Which 2 parties?
The
Yeah.
first are the many travelers who have come all the way here for the war dance. If we declare martial law now, it's like declaring that the Luofu isn't safe. How do you think the outsiders would react? They'd be terrified, and chaos might ensue. The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Luofu's 6 commissions. They've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the war dance. Suddenly suspending it indefinitely would create numerous challenges for them. But of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
I mean, okay, if we can't, like, delay it indefinitely and, like, just outright declare martial law, like, at least, like, a few days, right? That should be fine, because 6 hours, that's not a lot of time. That's barely enough time to fix anything. Not enough time at all.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion, presumably. Hulay's escape and your discovery of Borisin's spies at Stargazer Navalia. Even a child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece in the game. The one controlling the pieces wants to spread chaos and suspicion among the people on the Luofu. If we declare martial law and postpone the war dance, we'll fall into their trap and instill fear in people even before Hoolay actually does anything.
So what do we do?
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the Luofu, acting as if nothing has happened.
Dude, that's gonna be super. I feel like that's gonna be super difficult to do.
As if nothing has happened. Yan Qing said he'd assist the generals. and now he's nowhere to be
Yeah,
found.
Ringmaster's gone. Unless
With the host
you're
ringmaster
planning to
gone,
replace them
how
with
are we
Yunli or
supposed to act
March.
like nothing has happened?
That's why I called the two of you.
Oh,
here.
yep. Yeah, maybe not you, March. Yunli?
Master Yunli, is General Huayan asking you to be the ringmaster instead of Yan Qing?
No, that's not the case.
Oh.
General Huayan, are you asking me to take Yan Qing's place as the ringmaster?
You caught on quickly,
Oh.
Miss March. That's exactly what I mean.
But Miss March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa. How can an outsider represent the Lawfu in the ring? It will make the Xianzhou Lawfu a laughingstock.
Dear child, the nameless of the Astral Express are renowned throughout the cosmos. It's an honor to have them participate in the ceremony. Plus, Miss March is a disciple of the Little Cloud Knight Lieutenant. How can she be regarded as an outsider? We can't afford to have any problems during the war dance. I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter. Yukong, please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
Okay, back again. Sorry. Oh wait, playing as Lingsha.
I am sorry for our improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance, General.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou Luofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission. I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the shackling prison.
Borison infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos. Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Xueyi from the detention division was killed and is temporarily unavailable. So, I'm taking over her duties and commanding Arumaton spectral envoys and spiritfarers to quickly restore order in the affected areas.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Her body's been destroyed, and her spirit's either on its way back to the netherworld or still stuck in that side crane.
I and the two behind me will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
General, the situation inside is still chaotic and perilous. Your presence would be...
And that's exactly why he's going
It's
in.
common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hoolay has escaped, and the Yaoqing envoy is being held hostage by the Borison. His fate is unknown. This is a grave matter. Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, she decided to go after Hoolay herself to prevent further calamity. I believe the Luofu owes her something in return for her fervent determination. How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hoolay was held? And how did they time their plan just before the Yaoqing messengers were ready to escort him? Finding the answer to these questions shouldn't be too difficult. What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us to the mastermind behind all of this.
I understand, but I'm afraid it won't be an easy task.
For a long time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security of the Luofu. Backing down now will only encourage them to further endanger the peace here.
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision with everything we have, General.
Dan Heng and Ling Sha. I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenging journey.
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master. So, where would you like to start, General?
Let's start with those Borison disguised as Foxians.
My people have already prepared the evidence.
Evidence?
According to Lieutenant Yenqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia. After following them, he discovered that they were actually Borison in disguise. This is one of the bodies.
Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine how he transformed into a Foxian.
My alchemists detected some complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these Borison were able to disguise themselves as Foxians.
I thought... Okay, it might just be me remembering it wrong and just mixing it up with some other, like, thing from the Shanzhou, but I thought the Foxians, the Borisons were, like, you know, or like using the Vidyadra magic. Oh wait, no, now I remember. That those were the disciples of Sanctus Medicus that we were fighting also in the prison, I think.
Simply put, Foxians and Borison share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between them. This medicine allows Borison to temporarily change their shape into that of Foxians.
So, in other words, if they stop taking the medicine, their true form will soon be revealed?
Oh right, I'm talking to Slingshot.
Indeed. This means that these Borson have a steady supply of the medicine within the Lafu.
Remnants from the disciples? From when they were in the Alchemy Commission, maybe? Because remember when the Alchemy Commission was like just chock full of disciples?
Is involved once again.
Yeah.
When I was sorting through the prescriptions they use, I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence. It's designed to help those disciples suppress signs of their Mara-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the Borson's body...
They're one and the same, aren't they?
The medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times, the Borison have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet, in order to save their warhead, they were willing to disguise themselves as Foxians. Their determination is quite remarkable.
Yeah, they were pretty disgusted with that too. Hoolay as well.
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent. Please follow me. Here we are. According to the judge, this area is not yet under control, so we should proceed cautiously. I've captured the nature of the medicine in my sensor. By following the medicinal fumes, we should...
Her body twisted unnaturally.
Incredible strength. The attacker shattered this warden's bones with a single blow.
Such brute strength is not something an ordinary Borison possesses. This is likely the work of Hoolay.
If I may be so bold to ask, is this Borison truly that formidable?
I have lived a bit longer and engaged in a few more battles than you, Miss Lingshaw. To the Alliance, Borison have always been the most formidable adversaries. And Hoolay is a monster feared even among his own kind.
And also, wasn't Hoolay like, when he was trapped in the Shackling prison, he was not just like locked in a cage. They bind him to chains and like put in like this never-ending torture machine of like where he's constantly being impaled by spears and spikes, if I remember correctly, something along those lines. And they are never able to kill him because Hoolay is just, well, immortal.
With his strength, Hoolay united numerous Borison pacts, forming a grand army of abominations of abundance. They constantly push the Alliance's armies into perilous positions. Over 7 centuries ago, I followed my mentor on a campaign against the abominations. And I personally witnessed the devastation on the battlefield after Hoolay appeared.
You all want to see this, like, I can imagine like the Shanzhou and the Borsons like during these wars, like just grand scale like battles on like multiple planets, right? But I wonder how like the Hoolay, I mean not the Hoolay, the Borsons and like Hoolay like put up a fight with the Shanzhou in like, you know, space, because the Shanzhou are ships. They need to fly to get there. They needed to fly to get to the Lafu and the other ships. What do Borson spacecraft look like? I think it'd be cool if we get to see one. I don't think they'll show one. We already see what Shanzhou ships do. I want to see what the ships of like other different planets look like.
Even with medicinal pellets that suppress the fear caused by his lupitoxin, countless Cloud Knights succumbed to panic in the face of his murderous aura. They couldn't even raise a hand in resistance. If the former sword champion hadn't immobilized Hoolay with her Frostblade, The outcome of that fateful battle could have been very different. By the end of the battle, only a few of us remain. The crimson moon cast the sheen of blood on all. Everything I saw was painted dark red.
If that's the case, why wasn't the beast executed instead of being imprisoned?
Yeah, because Hulay's immortal, right?
On the Jiaoqiu, the judges cast those unforgivable and
They
nearly
tried.
immortal abominations of abundance into the eternal flames of the stars, reducing them to ashes. Their so-called immortality is just a facade. I mean, nothing can truly defy death, can it? I just don't understand why the Lawfu kept this tumor for so long, leading to the terrible situation we're facing now. But I guess I understand. The people of the Lawfu are known for their kindness. Even when faced with the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, they couldn't bring themselves to cut it out. Instead, they exiled the healer, who tried to solve the problem, to the Jiaoqiu.
I understand if you hold grudges against me, Miss Lin Shaw. I take the blame for the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. As for why Hoolay was only in prison, I can shed some light on that too.
I'm just a healer. I'm not familiar with the past. I'd appreciate it if you could enlighten me, General.
All right. Let me tell you more about it as we go.
Oh, you guys are here. I'll just run past you. Can I interact with this? Nope, wrong button.
Entwined with
Ah!
ethereal clouds.
Gotta kill you. Oh wait, no. I don't have a DPS. I forgot, the story character takes out the first position. So no Firefly.
Allow me to
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
Damn, how do I kill you guys? Wait, what's Slingshot? You're just Harmony, aren't you? Damn, how do I kill them? If they had weakness, I could just use a super break, that'd be easy, but Alright, retreat button. Let me just... Your abundance, okay.
Don't be nervous. Just cooperate with me.
There we go. Just smack you.
Sam in position.
Grace and elegance, eternal. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind. Like fun till everything burns to ashes!
Wait, how do you heal? I don't know anything about Lingsha. Is she like Galker, or I got like stack some kind of debuff on them?
Time to cleanse the filth. This is more acceptable.
Oh, I got an achievement there. Pot, please. There we go.
Did this Cloud Knight also take the medicine?
No. This is a Borison in disguise. A guard killed him before he could return to his original form.
Oh, so when you kill them, they just stay like that. That'll look good. Patch. Hi, Norman. I didn't watch the live stream that they do to like tease the new patches, and I also haven't been seeing like Honkai Star Rail like content on Twitter or YouTube, so going like purely blind here. I don't know like any of the new maps they're teasing or like teasing any new bosses and that's such. Blind is good. Blind is good. But that also means I don't really know how some of the characters work. For example, Lisha, story character. I have no idea how she heals.
Whoever is providing them with official identities must hold the position.
I don't know either. Okay.
Let's search elsewhere.
Okay, time to read up then. Okay, how do you actually work? Okay, never mind. Guess we're never gonna know. Can I just steal that chest quickly, or is it guarded chest? No, I can steal quickly. Nope. Oh, I got it. Yep. Ooh. That guy. Prisoners on the ground, the joy of regaining freedom is suddenly stuck. These two expressions are frozen on his pale face at the moment of death. Ooh, poor guy.
Someone bit open his arteries and drained almost all of his blood while he was still alive. Such a cruel and ruthless act.
Despite being a long-lived species, the Borsen are actually more like predatory beasts that must feed on raw blood and flesh. I've heard that Hoolay was deprived of food and water in the shackling prison. It's hard to imagine how he managed to suppress his hunger for over 7 centuries. Will the hostage from the Yaoqing be able to avoid being his meal?
Such is the terrible nature of the abominations of abundance. We subjected him to the Forest of Swords to drain his life force.
Yeah, the Forest of Swords. That was like
In the end,
the infinite spear torture I was talking about.
test of our patience. Just like you said, Miss Lynch.
And
Casting a
Hoolay just
creature
does
that
not
can
want to
be
die.
killed into a star would be a way to permanently get rid of it. But unfortunately,
The Foxians didn't agree to that.
Oh. So he could have been killed.
exactly. The atrocities committed by Hoolay went beyond.
Yeah, the Force of Swords, the infinite
Throughout numerous wars,
the
we made every
infinite
effort to eradicate the
spear
Borsen.
domain.
But Hoolay, with his
Where Hoolay
mysterious
just got
source return,
stabbed
his
over and
fox
over and over again
returned
by
to his
hundreds of
haunts.
thousands of spears, if I remember
Borsen
correctly.
kept returning.
So they did okay, so yeah, the abundance, they are immortal, but not like Sun Wukong immortal with like 7 stacks of immortalities. They're just really hard to kill, not impossible to kill, kind of immortal. But the Foxians didn't want to just cast him into a star. Interesting. Yeah, domain. Acheron, definitely domain expansion. Fei Xiao, I would also call domain expansion. What other characters have kind of like a domain? Oh, Fu Xuan has such a cool domain expansion ultimate. I love Fu Xuan's ultimate, it's so cool.
The Foxians curse his name day and night, and they even use it to scare children into staying quiet. How could they grant a swift death to such a great sinner?
Ah, so they want to see him suffer for hundreds and hundreds of years.
I wonder if you know why Hoolay wasn't taken into custody by the Foxian majority Xianzhou Yaoqing, but instead imprisoned in the Xianzhou.
Oh, Space Marine 2. I heard of it. I've seen a little bit of it, but Warhammer 40k isn't really my thing. I mean, I did play XCOM with a Warhammer 40k mod, but that's because a lot of my viewers like Warhammer 40k, and it's just basically a appearance mod, what do you call it? Cosmetics mod, so why not? But that's my only thing I know about Warhammer 40k. It's like fucked up universe. Bunch of robot worshipping dudes. Weird space goblins and big dudes in really cool armor. Have fun with that.
As you mentioned, your mentor was an exceptional warrior and was the one who defeated Hoolay, an extraordinary achievement. Therefore, the Marshal placed this feral beast under the jurisdiction of the Jiaoqiu as an honor, I assume?
It seems you have a major misunderstanding about this arrangement, Miss Shaw. Allow me to explain it.
So I hear boiling. Are we on top of like lava? Oh yeah, we are. Damn. Jiaoqiu's so good. It's got its own like thermal heating system, natural lava. Oh, it's not to Warhammer either. Space Marines 2 changed that, I see. Ooh, chest there. Just gonna pass this guy. Can I go down this way? No, I can't. Oh. Just passing through. You don't see me. You don't see me as well.
Yan Qing told me that an IPC ship was attacked by Boris. Is this what they were transporting on the ship?
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted a joint examination and found that parts of this machine are made from specially refined Borisin biotissue. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild has been researching the biological properties of long-life species, hoping to make medical or combat-related discoveries. However, they haven't dared to cross any lines due to their so-called relationship with the Alliance.
Perhaps to those scholars, Borisin are no different from lab animals. Maybe the Borisin attacked that ship to retaliate against the Intelligentsia Guild for experimenting on them?
I don't think so, Dunheng. Just as the Borisons were pissed. I don't think like 200 Borsin mechs would conveniently just turn on and start attacking the moment Hoolay was gonna escape.
No. If it were only about revenge, they could just wreck the ship and destroy all the cargo, instead of allowing it to end up in a shackling prison. It was a deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the shackling prison, serving as a tool for the prison break.
This skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them. I'm afraid the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild unknowingly became their accomplices.
You know, I'm all down for like, you know, imposing trade embargoes on the IPC. I really like them. I mean, I'd like to send Stonehearts and Albert, but I don't like the rest of them. Okay, I kind of like Scott in his, because he's kind of fucked up, but he's honest about that, and I can respect that. That guy broke a kid's leg just to get a position. My bro, what a fucked up guy Scott is.
Watch out! This thing is still alive.
Ooh, battle.
Even after suffering such severe attacks?
Their imitation of long-life species crossed the line.
This belongs with unity. Like until everything burns
Oh wait, I can check here, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, how do you heal? Oh, your AoE is a heal. Okay. What exactly do you do? Using skill summons Fuyan when taking actions. Oh, do you have... Oh, that thing. Wait, no, that's
Feeling
not it.
tired
That's Firefly
already?
stuff, isn't it?
Do you require invigoration? Time to cleanse the filth.
Take your position.
There it is. Oh, I'm guessing you're kind of like General Jingwon with his Lightning Lord.
Grace and elegance.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
Dreams do come true. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't want to kill you. Oh. I wanted to see what the follow-up attack looked like. I mean, I'm guessing it would be worse because abundance.
You haven't answered my question about why Hoolay was imprisoned in the Luofu instead of the Yaoqing General. You've been reserved in your response. Could it be that such an arrangement wasn't an honor?
The reason why the Marshal didn't leave Hoolay on the Yaoqing lies in the very mech in front of us.
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hoolay's secrets and use them for their own purposes? Just like with this mech?
Accidental reverse healing.
Well, I understand. I've heard that the Foxians on the Yaoqing share a bloodline with the Borson. And just like the Borson, some of the Foxians there experience an uncontrollable insanity called moon rage. The Marshal believed that this would be inhumane and no different from what the Borson did. So...
Exactly. While Borison see moon rage as a blessing that unlocks their true potential, Foxians see it as an inevitable curse within their bloodline. Countless healers of the Yaoqing have attempted to unravel this mystery, but to no avail.
Moon Rage just makes me think that... Do you know those, like... Do you know those werewolf t-shirts? Where, like, a really shredded werewolf just ripping his shirt off, howling at the moon? That's what I imagine Moon Rage to be like. It's just a Foxian. That's what I picture when they say Moon Rage.
Why can Borison control the power of moon rage? Can we Foxians break free from this curse? These questions were asked frequently. Each questioner had good intentions. But the road to catastrophe is paved with good intentions. To the Foxians of the Yaoqing, Hoolay was not only the warhead of the Borison, but also a monster that could be the subject of much research. Hoolay thus became a poison that corrupted people's minds without their knowing.
That's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hoolay and the Luofu. It wasn't an honor, but rather a warning.
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy on the Luofu.
Oh, so they kept him in the Luofu because the Marshal doesn't want the guys from the Yaoqing to be using Hoolay as like an advancement for their researches and stuff like that. They don't want them delving into those dangerous types of researches, risking an escape and stuff like that, risking something horrible.
This edition of Imbibitor Lunae. By imprisoning Hoolay and the Xianzhou Luofu, The Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warned the Xianzhou Laofu to refrain from repeating its mistake.
That was a necessary trade-off. The Xianzhou Alliance is not solely about the Xianzhou natives. Only when all three races, Foxian, Vidyadhara, and Xianzhou natives, form an alliance, will there be a promising future for all.
Thank you for enlightening me. Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to the Xianzhou Zhuming, only to stand idle and allow the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, but instead exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Zhuming. But did your mentor tell you her good intentions led her to perform certain healing arts on Dan Heng, who had just finished his hatching rebirth, so that he would regain the memories of his past life?
Oh.
What did you just say?
That's quite the lore drop, Jingwan.
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Vidyadhara to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor, quelling the strife within their clan and bringing everything back on the right path. But just as I mentioned earlier, the road to catastrophe is always paved with good intentions. Since then, the 6 charioteers decided that the Alchemy Commission would no longer have a cauldron master. Until your arrival now.
If that's the case, I should thank you for protecting my mentor by exiling her, General.
Quite the contrary. I should be the one thanking you.
Thanking me?
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. However, can long-life species truly achieve that goal in their long, drawn lives? For example, you were implicated along with your mentor, and forced to leave your homeland without knowing the truth. And now, with the complicated situation in the Alchemy Commission, the Alliance has spared me a lot of trouble by sending you to handle this challenging task. Shouldn't I be thanking you instead?
Although Apocalypse 123, welcome to the stream. I hope you ain't planning on doing anything. Welcome, welcome. Jingwan. People really don't like Jingwan as like a playable character, huh? Is he that bad? I thought he was alright, but then again, the last time I used him was like
You won't even leave me any excuses to hold a grudge
8
against.
months ago.
But let me make it clear. The Alliance said
I thought Sparkle like
impartially,
buffed her
not
or
to
something
choose
in a
sides.
passive way.
It doesn't matter which side you choose, Miss Linshaw. At the end of the day, both you and I stand on the side of the Alliance, don't we? Let's keep going.
Oh yeah, speaking about all the Apocalypse, I do plan on like one day. Trying to wait, English. I do plan to one day pick up Honkai Impact 3rd. See if I could start making that a series as well. Because I've always been interested in Honkai Impact 3rd. A lot of my friends play Honkai Impact 3rd. And then Honkai Star obviously has a lot of like Honkai Impact references to the other games. And also Kiana just seems like a really cool character. I want to try playing that one day. Hot Lesbian is a great story. You don't need to say anything more to convince me. So I'm gonna try to find time for that because oh my god, there's a lot of games like in queue that I want to play, and I'm always struggling to like see which one I should play first. Like, I could play the entire Yakuza series. Oh my god. So many games, so little time.
These Mara-struck soldiers don't appear to be escaped prisoners.
It's not just these, I have so many other projects planned. Oh my god. Need to make time.
How can you tell?
Love and Deep Space. Speaking of love and Deep Space, I also want to play Signalis.
These soldiers are fully armed. Obviously, they didn't hastily join the battle.
Spatial horror and lesbians. Let's go. Let's Gunther. I don't know about Zenless Zone Zero. No, I've seen my brother play it before, and I don't know. I don't think it's not really catching my eye. I really like the character models. For example, that bear. I love that construction worker bear. He is so cool. But and also those Bangbu guys. The animations are really good. But I don't think the story's like catching on to me from what I've like reading and like watching so far from just watching my brother play.
The messenger named Morza did say that there were two groups of attackers. And the other attackers, aside from the Borson, could hide their tracks. I believe he was referring to these people.
Game for Gooners? Alright. One thing I'm just gonna wait. Random rant. When did goons and gooners became like what it is now? Me, goons are like the minions of like the evil guy with the mustache in cartoons. Those are goons. The henchmen with like a bandit mask and a flat cap, wearing black and white striped clothes, and like holding crowbars and stuff like that. Those are goons. Not whatever it is now. Yes, the henchmen. Those are goons. Gooning. Goons aren't like, you know, the ones who are like stroking it out. Because goo. Oh, is it literally because of that? Because goo. Oh my god.
Exactly. I've engaged
Now
with
it's a
these
corn
attackers
slander,
before,
yeah.
and they used cloud hymn magic to hide their presence. Without careful observation, no one can detect them.
Bring back the real gooners. The ones in the bandit mask. Holding crowbars and comically large guns.
You once warned me to be cautious of the Vidyadhara Elder's influence within the Alchemy Commission. Could it be?
What's on your mind, Miss Linshaw?
Well, it seems that someone provided the attackers with a map of the shackling prison. And considering the Vidyadhara's involvement in the prison's construction, it raises suspicion about their role in this.
The Vidyadhara Elders, huh?
Additionally, the fact that the Borson need medicine to disguise themselves would suggest that there are still moles within the Alchemy Commission assisting them covert. Moreover, forging official identities for the undercover Borson would require someone with significant authority. And the presence of assassins capable of using cloud hymn magic deepens my suspicion about the Preceptors. But why would the Vidyadhara collude with the Borson and aid in Hulay's escape?
Well, I do remember encountering Vidyadhara like disciples during Danheng's a personal storyline, quest line. Distinctly remember one of like those. Remember those Vidyadhara like ghost spirit fragment things that you could like watch their memories in. I remember one of them being I remember one of Vidyadhara being a disciple.
They aim to spread chaos. They believe that only in chaos can they regain their former power and influence. Since this edition of Imbibe de Lune, the once proud dragon race has been powerless, watching their influence wane. Being a native of the Luofu Miss Ling Sha. I believe you understand the implications.
However, I don't think the preceptors are the true mastermind. If I'm not mistaken, the one behind all this treachery is the Lord Ravager, who exploited the weaknesses within the Law Fu and instigated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, ultimately leading to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Fentilia.
I forgot what the Lord Ravager is. Is Lord Ravager like another title for um the Aeon of Destruction? I forgot his name. Like how they call Landa Hunt the Rainbow Arbiter, or is that like one of like the top dogs of like the destruction? Yeah, okay, all right, thank you. So Lord Ravager's Fentilia. So Lord Ravager's like the title, right? Yeah, okay.
Please remember, General, that everything I've mentioned is mere
Emanator
speculation.
servants. Yep. Okay,
We
thank you for
need
reminding me.
concrete evidence for a public trial. If you want to interrogate someone within the Videodorus ranks, you'll need irrefutable proof.
So, what's your plan, Miss Ling Sha?
I'll send an invitation to the preceptors.
An invitation?
The preceptors have been inviting me for a personal meeting since my arrival on Alofu. Now, I'll send them the remains of these Mara-struck soldiers and the route map I found in the prisoner's possession. Then, I'll ask them to meet me at Scale Gorge Waterscape. I'd like to hear their explanations.
Yeah, Lord Ravagers are Emanators, right? Fantilia is an Emanator of Destruction, right? I think I do remember that.
Good idea. If I were to take action, it might alert the true mastermind. I trust you to handle this matter, Miss Ling Sha. The internal affairs of the Videodora should remain under their jurisdiction. And don't worry if things don't go smoothly. Once the wolf hunt operation is over, the hidden truths will come to light.
Speaking of the wolf hunt operation, I'm truly worried about the Yaoqiu messenger who was taken hostage. Hoolay was starving in the shackling prison for centuries. I don't know if the messenger can survive in that wolf's clutches.
Also, could anyone give me like an estimation of how long this story is? 3 hours, is it?
May Rainbow's blessing keep him safe.
Just so I can plan ahead if I need to do like 1 more stream or 2 more streams to complete it.
As I said,
Oh,
I'm
Jiaoqiu.
human, but my art of healing requires the culinary arts to be truly effective.
Yes, get him in kitchen.
The magic of my cauldron is its ability to make all kinds of
3 hours to
medicines
speedrun,
into
6 hours to read.
dishes that
Okay.
patients can eat. When simmered and cooked together, any kind of medicinal herb or ingredient becomes
So,
a delightful
gonna-
delicacy.
Yeah, probably gonna spread this out into 3 streams, including this one.
Delicacy. But isn't that just one flavor overpowering the others?
Well, you have a point. Let me ask you this. If there's a fussy child who refuses to eat green peppers, what's the best way to make him eat them?
Stuff the kid's mouth with the green peppers and cook him alive in a pot.
Well, that's one way.
You have quite the sense of humor. I've heard that you, Borisin, have lost many of your taste buds during the self-modification process, so you can't experience complex flavors. Only the saltiness of blood and flesh truly awakens your appetite.
It's a shame I don't have any green peppers right now. Otherwise, I'd happily
Thank
stuff
you
them
for
into
the
your
hydrate.
mouth and cook you alive in a pot.
I'm just kidding. The answer is quite simple. Chop up the peppers and mix them with minced meat to make meatballs. This way, the flavor of the meat overpowers the taste of the peppers. and even a fussy child can enjoy them.
Unfortunately, that won't work on me. Because, oh my god, I have no resistance to spice, even though I'm like Asian and Indonesian at that. I inherited none of the spice resistant genes from my family. Zero.
Can I just boil your tongue in this hot pot? I know you're trying to buy time until
Half a
someone comes
jalapeno is
to
all it
arrest
takes for me to get a glass of milk. And that's all I can handle. Did you pull for Feisha? No, I did not. I was tempted to, because my god, she's so cool. But I wanted Kafka because I already have a bunch of follow-up attack like units. And also I already have an E2 Firefly. So I don't really need like another hyper carry. And I really want to try playing with dot units because I never used dots before. And like, come on, Kafka's like almost like necessary in any dot setup. Yep, E2 Firefly. It took me like several patches of saving up. I think I saved up since Ruan May's banner for Firefly. Ever since I saw her in like the trailer. Big no. Get this. Free to play. Still free to play. E2 Firefly free to play. Let's go, babe. Plus a like code.
You said that Jin Liu recently returned to the Loft.
However, that took all of my J's I saved up to that point. And I tried pulling for Kafka earlier, and E2 Bailu.
I also found out that she committed serious crimes and was escorted to another Xianzhou ship. Do you really think you can delay our departure by provoking Lord Hoolay's desire for revenge with your clever little tongue? You see Boris and his savages.
Hey, I don't know what to tell you. It's true. E2 Firefly. Haven't spent a dime.
Like the jade abacus you're carrying.
Well, I haven't spent a dime since 1.3, I think. I think 1.2, 1.3, I spent it on those, the daily login for the crystals from Pom Pom. I forgot what that thing called. I spent twice on that, but nothing after. I spent all those crystals on a different character. Blade, I think.
The greater your pain will be when death comes.
My god, the blade fell so hard.
When I tear your throat open.
I think he only lasted like 1 or 2 patches before he got overpowered by Jinglu and every other character since.
Lord Hoolay.
You pathetic.
Oh damn, you got a human form as well. I mean, a fox's form. Hoolay, goddamn.
Ones who allowed you to live and who granted
Got it looking fine. Look at that.
But in the end, you chose to betray us for the freedom promised by the Xianzhou people. But it's all right. As long as you catch the scent of your masters, you obediently return to us.
Blade is fun, but his damage output is kind of not as big as I want to. And the thing about Blade is like, he doesn't really match, he doesn't synergize well with the buffers that I have, because, you know, he scales off HP. So like, any Harmony character that increases attack doesn't really help him. Like, even Bronya, like, yeah, the crit damage is nice, but the attack boost from Bronya doesn't help Blade at all. Oh yeah, Robin does help though. But usually because the scenarios where I find myself using Blade is always like in MOC, right? But if I'm using Blade in MOC, usually Robin would I'll usually be using Robin for like the next team with Topaz and Dr. Ratio. That's where I would put my Robin. And that's where I would rather keep my Robin, whereas Blade is just stuck with, I don't know, Bronya or Ron May. I guess Tingyon would be good, but I haven't built her yet. So Discord. I don't have Adventuring. I wanted Adventuring, but I didn't have enough Jades, and I was also still saving for Firefly. Oh, my ratio hits hard. I really like my ratio. I'm satisfied with how I built him. High crit rate, high crit damage, though he is pretty slow. That's the only problem.
The Borison's era has long passed. Did they ever tell you these harsh facts before giving you hope for returning home? Lord Hoolay? Now they're being crushed by the Merlin's claw of the Jiaoqiu, by a Foxian. They're hiding in remote corners of the cosmos, trembling with fear like a wounded beast on its last legs, reaching out desperately for any fake hope of salvation, which in this case is you.
I think it also helps that my Topaz has her signature light cone, and her signature light cone basically gives the enemies an additional kind of stats effect, which counts as a debuff. So because I already have Topaz in the team, I do not need to bring an extra debuffer like Silverwolf or Pela. I could just keep it as like a sustainer, Robin, Topaz acting as the debuffer because of the light cone, and Dr. Ratio, and that's already enough. It's a really good combo.
The Merlin's claw of the Jiaoqiu.
And you give both of them the what's it called? I forgot what.
Tell me, Mock Talk.
The orb and the rope that gives the the extra damage boost when the two characters are off the same path. I forgot what it's called. That one helps. It's really good as well. Pella is also good.
He isn't lying.
I've already leveled up my Pella max, but I've still yet to like give her good relics.
A thief. She stole our power and used her knowledge about us to fight us, using every dirty trick in the book.
And she bested you, Mock Talk. Fairness is but a pathetic excuse for the dead and defeated. Since our great pack has fallen apart, who told you that I was alive? And who sent you here?
In our darkest hours, it was a prophet of the Master of Immortality, named
Mangos.
who showed us the way. Her guidance brought us hope.
This prophet, Mangos. What does she want?
The prophet made this proclamation.
Mangos.
Borison have been divided for too long, and only your return can unite all the packs, restoring us to our former glory. That's when we learned that you were still alive. It must have been a manifestation of the Master of Immortality. And the prophet told us that the Foxian general of the Jiaoqiu would take you to her ship during the Lafu's war dance, and that it would be our best chance to infiltrate and free you from your prison. And just as she said, we did it!
So Discord.
That so-called prophet lied to all of you. She just sent you here to die.
But her prophecy has come true. Our warhead is right here, with us!
Once the news about the prison break spreads, the Cloud Knights will close all the ports. You may think you've escaped the prison, but you're just trapped in another cage, known as the Law Fu.
Let me kill this unruly, lowly beast, Lord Hoolay! I assure you that our star skiffs will soon arrive. Right now, everyone in the La Fu is distracted by the stupid war dance. So this will be the perfect chance to escape. Once you've returned to your territory, the revenge against the Xianzhou ships will be within reach.
Perfect chance to return to my weak and shattered pack at the mercy of a ridiculous false prophet and become a mere puppet in her clutches. Her plan is full of flaws. The only paths she has prepared for you are escape and death. Listen up. A wolf never allows itself to become prey. From now on, you'll follow my orders.
Were they not?
Since you are so confident that the Cloud Knights will close the ports, Jiaoqiu, I'm now giving you a chance to go and see it for yourself. Go to the ports, come back, and tell me what you saw.
Wait, what did you just say?
Oh, you're just letting me go? Just like that?
But my lord!
Would an alpha wolf ever listen to a cub mock talk?
An alpha wolf. An alpha lone wolf. Just like Scott.
No, I've never heard anything like that. I wasn't trying to defy your will.
It's a mock talk.
Unquestioningly
Better
follow
aura.
your orders.
Just a little pre-hunt entertainment. Don't you want to run away? You will come back. Because Foxians like you always obediently return to their masters, no matter how far they run away.
Alright, just like we go, just like that. Oh.
I can't believe he actually let me go. What game is he playing?
Do we got a spell on us?
Perhaps I can try to warn the Cloud Knights. No. Perhaps I can just escape.
Foxy. Oh. There's sharp pressure to his gaze, scaring as if a warned healer just as every clever little thought you bear might lead to severe consequence you will come to regret.
Just as I
Alright.
suspected.
Spies everywhere.
The Cloud Knights must have been aware of the situation inside the shackling prison for some time.
I don't like how that was highlighted in red.
Personally lead a squad to capture Hoolay? For now, I'll do as he asked.
I don't like how those words are highlighted in red. And that makes me think if I actually talk to him for some help or something, that he's gonna like get eaten or something. So I'll just go straight to the port. Help me. Jingshui. Help. I cannot speak. I cannot say a word. But look into my eyes. They are cry and plea for your help.
Stop asking. I'm off duty now. Go bother someone else.
Oh, spy.
You're not one of us, but I smell a familiar scent on you.
The Warhead sent me here to check on the situation.
No, not at all. Instead, the Skyfaring Commission is clearing routes to prioritize star skiffs heading to the Sky Splitter. This will make our ships more noticeable when we try to escape.
Ports haven't been closed? What is going on?
They're prioritizing the war dance.
Stalling won't help. It's time to confront Hoolay and see what tricks he's up to.
You know what?
Don't be nervous. Just cooperate.
Just in case. Alright, Big Boss, I'm back with good news.
You were closely watching me, weren't you? And if I sought help from anyone, your people would kill them. Was that your plan, Hoolay?
Yep. That was it, right? Yep.
Oh, exactly as you said. So, have the Cloud Knights closed the ports?
No.
They don't want to publicize my escape. I understand. It's no surprise, for fear is more deadly than claws and fangs. Especially during a festive time like the war dance. What lurks here is not a group of fugitives, but rather a pack of wolves amidst the flock. My cubs are hungry, ready to feast on flesh and blood, reveling in your fear. Your calm facade will soon crumble. I can tear through it and expose your pathetic bones anytime. There's no escape from me, Jiaoqiu. Of course, you can try your luck and believe that your wits will save you. But remember, you're not the only hostage in this city. If you try anything funny, innocent people will die because of you.
God damn, truly a sick book grind set. Completely focused on their goals, shoving everyone out of their way.
Now, let's talk about the Foxian general you serve. Moktok says she's here for me, which means she'll be hunting me herself.
Is the master? No.
Before the hunt begins, I need to know my opponent.
Oh no.
You can refuse and play tough, or you can cooperate and save us both some time, healer.
So we are making him believe you, Sorare? No, I will not. I should know you're probably gonna kill someone.
Good. At least you didn't try to draw attention with a scream. That way no one will die in vain.
Fine. I'll tell you what you want to know about her. But I expect something in return.
What makes you think you're still in a position to negotiate with me?
You can torture me until I talk. Or let's save us both some time. Warhead. Here's the question that's been bothering me. How have you managed to survive and endure centuries of torture?
Borison aren't supposed to live that long.
Hey, like,
Or
you're
possess
just built
such
different. What can I
regenerative
say?
abilities.
Simple as.
So, is that why the Shenjiao Yaoqing wanted to take me away? To some,
It's because he
I'm
wakes up at
hostage,
4 a.m.
but to others, I hold the
starting his
secrets they
work early in the
desire.
day. No rest until the grind's complete. That's what it is. Takes cold shower as well.
In the early years of my captivity,
He does the training thing where he crawls on railroad tracks and stuff like that.
they extracted my blood and marrow, trying to unravel the mystery of moon rage.
4 raw egg yolks every morning
They
as well.
wanted to conquer their fear of the Borison and free themselves from their bloodline. Unfortunately, they failed to uncover the secret. So, they resorted to the most brutal punishments they could imagine.
Oh, his ass is locked into property and everyone goes to tennis and work. Yes, he's just him. What can I say?
Some seek power to destroy their enemies, while others seek power to become their enemies. Which one are you, Jiaoqiu? Ah, I see. You're the most pitiful of them all, healer of the Yaoqing. You seek power to share it with others and do good. Well, then let me tell you the answer you seek. In our ancient legends, Duran, the ancestor of the Borison, was dissatisfied with his limited lifespan and power. He yearned to dominate the skies and become the master of all the stars. To achieve his goal, he sacrificed the lives of countless Borison and
Wow, I
Phyrexians,
never noticed the sky
pouring them into the
spins.
spring bestowed by the Master of Immortality. Through a form of genetic sorcery,
Gotta remember that.
the water gave birth to a miracle.
For the majority of Honkai Star, I played it on my smartphone. On, like, you know, middle graphics. So damn, never realized the sky spins. Never realized that.
Duran ascended the birthing bed and obtained what he desired. A heart in the shape of a deep red full moon. He cut open his chest and replaced his original heart with this crimson moon. Laugh all you want, but only I know the truth behind every word.
If you want to read back again, just to see what. Duran, the ancestor of the Borison. Want to become stronger.
This moon heart beats within the body of every generation of the Borison warhead. In the ritual that decides the new warhead, the successor cuts open the previous warhead's chest and consumes the divine heart, thus possessing it as their own. Devouring is the true essence of life, allowing us to endure and thrive. It gathers the life essence of all the prey we consume, making us stronger and stronger. I thought all hope was lost after 7 centuries of torment. But now, this heart is beating once again. All right. Now it's your turn to tell me everything about the Merlin's Claw.
Jiaoqiu,
Oh,
I found
Maz.
you.
I was wondering when you're gonna show up. Oh, it should work out fine for Jiaoqiu now. Well,
I know
he's
I'm
still in
in
captivity
your
and is probably gonna
position to
get
question
tortured,
your
but
orders.
Moss found him at least.
If I understand correctly, you already have intelligence about the Borison?
That's right. My people are busy collecting clues now. What's the situation, Wanza?
General, before we completely lost contact with Jiaoqiu, I picked up a signal from his Jade Abacus. It won't take long before we locate their whereabouts.
Okay, slightly before defense of Jiaoqiu.
If that's the case, shouldn't we immediately go there and join forces to eliminate the Borison? Why are we returning to Stargazer Navalia?
Looks like your general has only taught you swordplay, not the art of the hunt. There's an old saying among the Borison. In the forest, the hunter may easily become the hunted. While we may call ourselves the hunters now, chasing them blindly will only make us become the prey.
Are you joking, General? He's just a wolf who's been in prison for 7 centuries. Even with his accomplices, they're no match for us numerous lawful Cloud Knights. How could he consider us his prey?
Yanqing, I'm not sure if you saw, but they just like murdered like 80% of the guards in the shackling prison.
Do not underestimate the enemy. Hoolay is not an ordinary Borison that can be easily killed. The advantage in numbers means nothing when we face that monster. A vicious beast who hasn't tasted blood and flesh in 7 centuries is now lurking on the streets of
That's our funny fodder.
This is what makes the situation treacherous and unpredictable.
To him, the lives of ordinary people are just meat, ready to be devoured at any moment.
Exactly. That is why we must succeed in our first strike, or the situation will spiral out of control.
Yeah, see?
You've heard of this military tactic, right? When you surround your enemy, leave one side open for them to escape. A skilled hunter must be well prepared, waiting for the prey at the most advantageous position. What would we do if we were the escapees from the shackling prison? While we can disguise ourselves and blend in with the crowd, we don't plan on staying here for long. In this case, what do we need most now?
A boat.
A star skiff to get us out of the Lafu. The Borison we discovered at Stargazer Navalia were actually preparing a vessel for their escape.
Oh, so we're here to cut off their escape. I
We
see.
predict their next move, and we take them down. Let's start from where you found those Borison and corner our prey.
But that will have to be saved for next time. Because if this is if this really is about like 6 hours long, 5 to 6 hours long, then I think this is a good spot to like end it first for our first part, and then we'll continue on when I book that date, Sunday. Yes. Okay. Let me just grab this achievement first. And switch to Zhejiang. Close the game. Okay, we're gonna continue this on Sunday, 11 p.m. And tomorrow is Thursday, right? What am I doing Thursday? It was either Darkest Dungeon or Dead Road to Canada. I think it was Darkest Dungeon. Yeah. Darkest Dungeon at 10. You know, the usual drill. grinding for... Why am I small? Okay, there. Yeah, usual drill, darkest dungeon, grinding for levels, making sure people don't die, getting treasures, blah blah blah, killing bosses, all that sort of juicy stuff. Then, next day, Friday, is gonna be Deck Road to Canada, should also be fun. Saturday's gonna be, will likely be Civilization 5 with Ray. Probably gonna we may complete Civilization 5, like the round we're doing on that day. And then Sunday is Honkai Sorrow, next part of the story. Alright. Since that's it, I am probably just gonna end now because it is 12:34 a.m. and I would like to sleep now. So yeah. Good night everybody. Bye bye.